The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op.
Hello and welcome to the Trap Nerd Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Duke Clark. On my left, Harry.
How you doing?
Lazy Lampoon.
Tired boy.
And once again, back is the incredible, my man Damon. I had to bring back a winner back on the pod because Packers and the Bills just can't get it done, man. But it doesn't matter. It's a basketball podcast now. Basketball starts tonight. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, like I said, Bills. I don't want to say lose another one because they did win last week, but it's just been ugly for 3 straight weeks. Same thing with the Packers. You guys did have a bye, but the other 2 games were pretty bad. And the Steelers just keep finding ways to win, man. You guys
we're elite.
You are. It's crazy. Like, fourth quarter Steelers are crazy. Matt Canada learns how to call plays, learns just to throw the ball to fucking George Pickens. It doesn't matter if you guys look like you're going to lose. Fourth quarter comes around, and all of a sudden Matt Canada turns into Kyle Shanahan. Kenny Pickett turns into Brock Purdy, and George Pickens is him. And you guys just win games. It's nuts,
Comes
man.
Together.
Outside the Houston game, you guys have looked great in every single game.
I still don't even understand what happened in that Houston
What is
game.
your guys' record?
4-2. We're elite.
Every team in the North has at least a 500 record. Right?
We're all going to the playoffs.
It's not possible for you all to go to the playoffs.
But that's what it's looking like.
Yeah. Yeah, Bills, once again, they wait until the fourth quarter. Same thing. They look great in the fourth quarter, but they get in these holes, not enough for them to come back. Offense finally starts scoring. We take the lead. Defense shits the bed. They need to trade for someone. I'm sick of all these Bills fans just wait on it. Matt Milano, you could deal with injuries, but there's like one person on every defense where if that person goes down, TJ Watt on the Steelers, I don't know who, like Jair maybe, I don't fucking know. But Matt Milano is that guy for the Bills. He like, even when we got blown out by the Bengals in the playoffs, he was the only person making plays.
Yeah, the heart and soul, man.
100%. He's a heart and soul. He can rush the passer when we need him to. He's one of the best coverage linebackers in the NFL. He's great against the run. He does it all, and now we're just sitting there relying on Bernard and Dorian Williams and fucking Dodson played. I think Dorian was hurt last week, and Dodson played, and he's just not good. You got to do something. We're not gonna win games against really good teams with the current state of our roster.
Crazy out there.
Yeah, he looked great. Dude, the worst offense in football, arguably, and
that was wild.
They dropped 29 on our head top.
Yeah,
I don't.
That last drive, I couldn't believe it. When you guys took the lead, I was like, okay, you guys survived another one. Like, no worries. And that drive just came down the shit.
Ramondre hit him with the Tyreek Hill.
That shit was nuts.
Well, that's where Matt Milano's really missed. The running back dump-offs, running up the middle, and Daquan Jones, too. Daquan Jones was the only
you guys got nobody making those tackles that it look easy until they're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone now. Everyone's just like, oh, I'm good for 10 or 15 yards every play.
And the reason we were not really missing Von Miller to start the year is we were getting pressure up the middle, and Daquan Jones, I said last week, he's not a big name, so people don't understand how big of a loss that was, but he was getting through the middle every single play. And with that pressure up the middle, it was helping Lloyd get in. Lloyd was having the best year of his career, but since he was younger, and Lloyd did nothing last week. Rousseau wasn't really getting at the quarterback. Oliver can't do anything in the middle without someone big next to him. Like, the best years Oliver ever had was when Jordan Phillips was having a good year, and then this year when Daquan Jones was opening things up for him.
Oliver was out this week, though, wasn't he?
Yeah. But he just...
And who's Lloyd? Leonard Floyd?
Floyd.
I thought you were putting it together.
I put Leonard and Floyd. I put Leonard and Floyd together. That's my fault. Floyd. Leonard.
All I can think about when he kept saying Lloyd, I kept thinking of Jacksonville's linebacker.
My bad. Leonard Floyd.
No, you're good.
Well, you guys got another guy I like
That's
now.
funny as hell.
Who?
I don't know where he's just really good this year.
Huh?
What's his name?
Who?
The linebacker for you guys.
There's Bernard. There's
what's his name?
Dorian
It's
Williams.
got like a Spanish
Dodson.
name. Esperado or
Espinosa.
Yeah, that dude. I don't know. He's everywhere.
Yeah.
I like that kid.
Well, he's in year 4. He's going for the his second contract. We got him in the second round 3 or 4 years ago. He was supposed to be a first round pick. It was supposed to be a steal. He's done nothing
Never
until
seen him
this
do
year.
anything this year. He just looks amazing.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like, what is there to like about the Bills right now? It's just the one thing I can say is that we hit these lulls every single year. It happens at different points. 2 years ago, it was the middle of the season, and they're like, "Oh, Patriots are going to win the division." Last year, it was towards the end of the year, and they're like, "Oh, you're going to lose in the playoffs." Blah blah blah. And we did, but we always hit the lulls. So I'm hoping we're hitting the lull right now. We're going to look like shit for another week or two, and then we're going to get it together and hopefully hit the playoffs hot. But I just think you should make a trade.
Even though I'm tired of saying it for you guys, because I've been saying it for the last few years for the Bills somehow. When you guys start looking like this, every year I'm like, this is how, like, when I watched the Steelers win Super Bowls, they went 15-1. Brady bounced them up out of there.
Is that around 1 or 2?
2. Then they went 9-7, and we went to the Super Bowl. It's just, I don't know what it is. Some of these losses make you better.
Same thing with the Packers.
Yeah, we also went 15-1, lost in the first round, or our first playoff game in 9-7.
Dominating. You look at like Eli took out the 16-0 Patriots. It's just like
they were 9-7 too, right?
They just like sharpening a sword. Like, honestly,
yeah.
Maybe this will make you guys better. I'm tired of saying it for you guys, though. I don't say that.
I agree, man.
Because I keep saying it, but yeah. I don't never lose hope on the Bills. Every time I think you guys are going to win a game because you guys have what it takes. Josh Allen's that dude.
Yeah, I'm not losing hope. I think the offense will definitely get it together. Steve pointed out.
This is a corny game, though. Like, it's the Patriots.
I know.
Don't get me wrong. You guys won that Giants game. If you lost that, that's when you should panic. You should have lost. So much you're good. But this Patriots game is you can see that happening. They've been doing horrible. They're going to come out giving you their best. You guys are hurt. It's a division game. You guys had a lot of stuff going against you going into that game.
I saw some trade guys. Like, I don't think we can pull off Surtain. It's just like a cap thing. Like, if we got him, it would be like a rental because we won't have the money to sign him. Is he on a contract year?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, but we're not going to have the money if we have to re-sign him or if his contract hits next year. I don't know what the case is over there. But, like, I saw, like, Jalen Johnson from the Bears. The Bears suck, but he has some talent. What's the guy on the Giants? I'm blanking on his name now.
Who, Bradbury?
No, there's a corner on the Giants.
He was getting cooked by Tyreek, too.
He was getting cooked. Everyone, Tyreek's.
Somebody got cooked. They were like, oh, they immediately traded. Oh, it was Edmonds.
The Eagles, yeah.
They traded Edmonds?
Yeah, and they got
Bynard.
Beard.
Oh, wow. See, Dom was telling me.
All pro, dude.
Dom was telling me about this Eagles trade. He was like, I think they got Terrell Edmonds. And I'm like, no, they already got him. That makes sense. They traded him.
And Dory Jackson.
Y'all don't want Surtain. You see Romeo Dobbs bodied his little ass for that touchdown.
Yeah, but he was on him at least. That's what, like, at least
he was so proud because Surtain.
These dudes are just open in the Bills.
Surtain is really that dude.
Dobbs muscled that boy. Give me that shit.
Facts. I don't know. We got to do something though. Like, I mean, those guys like Jalen Johnson and Dory Jackson aren't like, they're not seasoned savers. Like, they're not great by any means. But we need like a veteran who has experience starting. Maybe they look better in the Bills' defense than they do on their teams because their teams suck.
You guys really should have scooped Hopkins.
I'm not really worried about the receivers. I think, like you said and Steve said, they keep running way too much 11-man personnel. They Knox has had success in the past, and Josh Allen trusts him, so they want him on the field. They obviously want the first-round pick on the field. Then they go to the fourth quarter. Hardy's on the field. Hardy's making big plays.
Shakir had a couple nice plays.
The reason why I think Harry's right is because you guys have only Diggs who can get open at will. Like, you send Davis on his routes every play. You send Kincaid doing on his little routes, but no one's just like, oh, I can get wide open just as good as Diggs. Or not as just as good, but at least someone they can depend on besides Diggs to pick up a big first down.
Yeah, but the thing, Hopkins isn't great because he gets wide open. He's great because he just catches it anyway. But, like, I mean, obviously it would be good to have. I'm not saying it wouldn't be good to have Hopkins. I think they tried getting him, and he just wanted money. It's the same thing with Odell. You go after these dudes.
You don't have gave him that bread, though, to get
we
that
don't
Super
have
Bowl.
that money, though. That's what I'm saying. He wanted multiple years. If it was like a 1 year, $17 million, maybe they could have made it work.
But you got a 3-year deal or something?
I think it was 2, but I might be wrong about that. that's why the Chiefs didn't get him. That's why a bunch of teams that went after him didn't get him.
Yeah.
But I do think when we go to that 10-man personnel and it's Hardy's on the field, Kincaid was getting open. I don't know. I think Kincaid will get better as the season goes on. I think he was drafted because he's supposed to be the guy like Kelsey who finds the soft spot in the zones. He's supposed to be open every play. We finally let him run some routes, and he was open. I think he had 7 catches, like 80 yards, something around there. So if I had to choose, I want to bolster the defense. Steve said that he wanted a wide receiver, and I get it. It doesn't matter how bad your defense is. The Chiefs let us score fucking 36 points. They won because Mahomes got 39 or whatever that final score was. Yeah. So we could win games that way if we were to get an offensive player.
Did you see these offenses, though, when they stack those teams? Like, look at the Eagles.
Yeah.
They don't, mind you, they got a good offensive line to run the ball, right?
Yeah.
They got good runners. But when it comes down to it and they got to make a throw, it's like, okay, Smith's going to burn somebody. Oh, he's not there? I'm going to go to Brown 100 times. Yeah. And it's just going to work every time.
Yeah.
Well, the Bills just fucked that portion up. I talked about at the beginning of the year. We fucked up the rookie window for Josh Allen. Jalen Hurts' contract doesn't kick in until next season, the biggest portion of it. So they're able to trade for guys like Bird, whatever the fuck you say his name. But they built the right way. They built their offensive line. They built their defensive line. And then they went and signed Slay and they signed Bradbury. We, for some reason, didn't do that. I mean, I get we drafted Rousseau, but even when we drafted Rousseau, it was like a future pick. We knew he wasn't going to be great year 1 or 2. He was super raw. And he's finally coming on, but we have no first round. I think Dawkins is our only first round pick on the line. I mean, we got Torrance this year in the second, but I mean, I don't know what Morse was. He was a center, so he probably wasn't a first round pick. Where you look at the Eagles, you look at the 49ers, you look at all of these other teams that are competing. It's us and the Dolphins. We're the only 2 teams that did not invest heavily, and they invested a lot of money, but they didn't. We're the only 2 teams that have not invested high draft picks on the offensive line. You got Creed Humphrey and fucking on the Chiefs. What's the guard's name? They all 3 of those teams have amazing offensive lines. They invested a ton of money in it, and their quarterbacks just sit there. And that's why the Eagles beat the Dolphins. They were in the backfield every play. Jalen Carter's throwing people around. It's like
yeah, it was bad.
I don't know. I think we got to do something though. I don't think like this is the roster you want to go into the playoffs with. Chiefs are only going to get better. Somehow they're 6-1. They haven't looked good all year. And
their defense is real good. Yeah, it's crazy.
Their defense is a lot better than.
Yeah, and soon as
it's probably the best defense Mahomes has had.
100%. That's why I'm like, when you give a guy like Mahomes that defense, he does not win the Super Bowl. Drew Brees only had like 2 top 15 defenses his entire career. Went to the Super Bowl both times and won one of them. And then Rodgers only had like
1 top 10, I think.
Yeah, and he won the Super Bowl. Like Brady won 6 Super Bowls because they were always top 10 defenses. You don't give a guy like Mahomes a top 10 to 5 to 10 defense and he doesn't win the Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah. So, I don't see how they don't win it if their defense like legit can play this well all year.
And their offense has looked slightly better every week and they're still 6-1.
Yeah, when Taylor Swift's in attendance, Kelsey averages over 100 yards. In which he's not, he averages 45.6. It's wild.
He's going to marry Shardy.
I don't know, man. But yeah, Bills game looked awful. They came out in the 4th quarter. Hopefully they decide to run. I mean, they have to.
You guys got to smack.
They can't run 2 tight end personnel right now. You can't run out there with Quentin Morris on the field over Deontay Hardy or Shakir. Huh?
Make Knox a fullback.
I agree. Like how
I get it. He is a little bit more talented than some of the average tight ends in the league. A little faster.
Yeah, I mean, last year, the thing, I know he sucked this year, but last year we did not use him as a receiver at all. And then towards the end of the season, we started using him as a receiver. He kept making big plays when we needed it. So his stats look really bad. He hasn't done anything this year. I get it. I still like him. I don't think he's being used the right way. But, I don't know. Get creative. Yeah. Put him at fullback. Let him run some routes outside of the backfield. I don't know. Get Kincaid in line so he's getting good matchups. Figure it the fuck out. But, yeah, moving on. You want to talk about the Packers or what?
It's not much to talk about. They came off of bye week and had another horrible first half. They got to be one of the worst first half teams like ever. I don't know if you guys have seen what they've done the last 3 first halves has been horrible. And I don't know, Aaron Jones still must not be fully healthy yet. They're not using him. Watson and Dobbs both can't have a good game at the same time. The play call is trash. Offensive line's kind of trash. The defense, I don't know. I don't like our defense. I don't like the play calling of the defense. It's going to be a long season. I thought it was going to be all right when we were 2-1, but yeah, we're looking like a lottery pick. That's really it. We're at home versus Minnesota this week. Again, a game I don't see how we don't win, but we just lost to Vegas and Denver, so my hopes are definitely very low.
And look, Minnesota's not giving up on the season. They just beat the 49ers.
Yeah, I love how we match up with Minnesota because they can't run the ball, and that's like our biggest weakness. And without Jefferson, I like how we match up with Addison and them guys, but I don't know, man. They look bad.
Say you guys do get a lottery pick. Season goes bad. You have like a 10 to 15, whatever.
I think we're mocked for like 8
is
right
there.
now.
Drake May's there.
If Drake May's there, you take Drake May, but not Penix.
You don't like Penix?
I like Penix, but you got to give Jordan Love, like, you got to draft around him and give him a real team. This team isn't good. Penix isn't, to me, going to be a generational talent. They say I just read a report that Drake May is the 4th best prospect coming out. Joe was me and Joe were like playing this game off this site. He was having me guess the best prospects.
Yeah.
Caleb's the best prospect in the last 10 years, and then it was like Lawrence, Burrow, and Drake May was 4th.
Really?
Yeah. So if they think he's going to be that good, then I think we would have to take that chance. But I think he'll be gone like pick 2, 3, 4.
He'll be 1 or 2.
So yeah, I think Green Bay will take like an offensive tackle or something, like the 9th overall pick. But
yeah, I really like Penix too. We're not going to talk too much about it, but I do think he's like in an offense that's not really pro style. Yeah. I don't think he's just going to walk on and be a starter. He could be.
Yeah, I think he'll be good. I just think Love deserves a better chance than right now. He's throwing a Watson who's always hurt. Like, I don't know. The play call sucks.
He showed some stuff this year.
Yeah, he showed that
he deserves
right.
a chance to have.
Dude stiff arm the shit out of Crosby and shit. Yeah. Like,
and there's going to be tons of. This is a really good draft. I mean, 1 and 2 is obviously going to be Caleb, Drake May, unless an injury happens or one of them. I mean, Caleb hasn't looked great, but you still have to take the shot on him. But I mean, you got Brock Bowers, you got Igbuka, Marvin Harrison obviously won't be there for you. There's a lot of guys in this draft. I think, at least on the offensive side.
Yeah, like I said, I would bet we take an offensive lineman in the top 10 if that's where we pick.
Yeah,
but we'll see. Hopefully they surprise me.
Jones get fully healthy. I think that's a huge.
I wish
he's a huge key to their success.
I wish the Colts would have took our offer for JT. I don't know how true it is, but Larry, who's also a Packer fan, said they wanted AJ Dillon and Christian Watson. So Green Bay said like no, which I'm cool with them saying no for that. But I think it would be nice to have JT because Aaron Jones is just always hurt.
I might have taken that, dude. I know I like Christian Watson a lot, but it's like you can find another receiver that does what Christian Watson does.
And you trade Jones and go get something.
After what Watson did last year, I'm sure Green Bay had high hopes.
Watson could, I don't know.
He just seems so one-dimensional. He just runs like a straight route, and they throw bombs to him, and that's it. He doesn't like even make any contested catches. That play where he got hurt, like I would have to watch it again, but on the I watching it live and on the replay, I thought it was a catchable ball, and somehow he I don't even know what's up with his knee, like if he's gonna play or what happened, but
he's been injured since he came in.
Yeah, so it's tough.
Do you think well, obviously the injury's him, but do you think it's him that only can run the go routes, or do you think it's just like they're like, okay, you're fast, open shit up for us?
Yeah, I don't know. There was a play where him and Jaden Reed ran the same route, and LaFleur was chewing Watson up on the sidelines. He was pissed.
Probably it was an option route.
Yeah, so it was like literally Watson and Reed run the same route, and LaFleur's yelling at Watson, meaning he was wrong. So I don't know. Maybe he's not grasping the playbook well, or I don't know what's going on. LaFleur's definitely got his hands full. It's going to be fun to watch LaFleur actually coach now. It's easy when you have Rodgers.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now it's just bad. Like I said, the first half of these games it's been pathetic to watch. And then Love comes out in the second half, and we took the lead versus Vegas, we took the lead versus Denver, and then the defense can't hold it. Like the team's just not good. But we'll see how it finishes up. It's a long season.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, it's not the thing is it does suck going through the whole season and not having like the hope that you're gonna make the playoffs or make a run. But it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, you get your first year starting under Love, you get to see him, and now you get to have a high pick, and you get to
high first, high second, have the Jets second. I mean, there's good things. A lot of money if they ever want to spend it. They don't ever make the moves that these other teams make. But I think within a year or two, the Green Bay can have a great roster. So then Love will have no excuses.
Yeah, like
So-
it's always better to watch your team in the playoffs, even if they don't win the Super Bowl. But
for sure.
Come draft season, like it does kind
Then
of
you
suck.
appreciate it a little bit
Yeah.
more. But yeah, I'll never be that guy that's like, oh, what'd you guys do? Make the wild card? You played one more week than us? Haha. No, your team sucks. That's why you couldn't play that extra week. I'll
Yeah.
always want to make the playoffs and hope to get lucky, but
But then draft time
that's
comes
not
around,
happening
and
this
you're
year
like,
for us.
you're like hoping your guy falls to you, and then the Bills end up with like Elam, like that kind of shit.
No,
It
yeah,
does suck, but
definitely,
yeah,
yeah.
you definitely obviously would rather compete. But like I said, it's not the worst thing in the world. You guys made the playoffs like what, fucking 29
my
out
whole
of
life,
fucking
yeah.
31 years. What are you gonna do? You want to talk about the Packers a little bit more? I know we started, but or the Steelers. I mean,
Do I want to talk about the Steelers?
yeah.
Ooh. Man, we're just elite. That's what I like to keep saying.
Your guys'
I was
defense is
nervous in the
nice.
beginning of the year. Things are just coming through. We don't look good offensively still, but we're looking better every week.
I
That's
feel
what
like you
like
guys
to
have done
see.
this a lot. A lot of times, you guys won the Super Bowl. You guys weren't the best offensive team.
It's crazy to watch. I'm just watching like we're not making any plays in the first like 2 quarters. Then the third quarter we still look shaky, and then somehow some way mid third quarter goes, we make a play.
It was nice having
Just-
Deontay back. I know you don't like him, but he
Yeah, it
definitely
was. He was- yeah.
added a nice little wrinkle to the offense.
Yeah, he's so good at getting those 7-yard passes, man. I swear.
He was
really
dipping
is.
on the one though.
He
He had
was.
like a 30-yarder or some
Yeah.
shit. I think I see.
You need that guy though.
No, honestly, it opens up a lot because obviously Austin and Robinson were doing whatever he's doing.
We need Hardy or Shakir to be what Cole Beasley
I
was.
don't
for
know
us.
what's going on with you guys with Shakir. I was like kind of high thinking he was going to be good. And
I don't think he's out there enough. They want Knox out there and
yeah,
shit.
it's just stupid. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, but even when we run 3 receiver sets, it's going to be Hardy. We just want speed out
Yeah.
there because Diggs isn't a burner. Fucking Davis isn't. Like, they want someone who could take the top off the defense.
I still want Canada out of there. Would still like to see a better passing game. But nothing you can do. Najee looked great. Warren
Yeah,
looked
Najee
great.
did look really good.
Nothing you can really do on those type of games. It's just a good Sunday for us.
What happened with Fryermuth? He like practiced fully Wednesday, and
now
now
he's
he's
on
on
IR.
IR. Did he like
I
just get injured
I
Thursday?
literally didn't even realize that he was getting hurt again.
He must have
had
did
a
something
setback or
Thursday,
something.
yeah, because like he went from full practice to IR. Like
Yeah, I expected to see him out there, and then
Who's your guys' backup tight end?
they had that
we got
Hayward kid and
we got
Darnell
Darnell
Washington.
Washington and Cameron Hayward.
Yeah, I feel like the years Pittsburgh like where Big Ben was putting up crazy numbers, you guys would never win.
We never did.
And then the year where you guys were like average offensively was your best year. So
Yeah, when we had Bell, Brown,
yeah,
Martavius, we never did anything
was
besides
crazy.
go lose to like the Jags in the playoffs.
they play the Jags this week. That's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're finally starting to come on too. Beat the Bills in London. They just beat the Saints.
yeah. I thought,
Who they played 2 weeks ago?
They beat the Falcons.
Falcons.
And then they beat the Colts again. So they're just playing really well right now.
They're playing how we thought they were going to play at the beginning of the year. Still not throwing the ball.
Lawrence
to Calvin
sprains his
Ridley.
knee and then has a game high in rushing yards for both teams. So that's always good too. Sprained knee.
You know
plays
what I
3
loved
days
about
later.
that game is the announcer kept saying, "Well, he said he can't run side to side, but if he runs straight, he has no discomfort." Dude ran straight the entire game.
He was fast too. It was crazy.
Yeah, he just needs to throw the ball at Ridley. They beat the Saints 31-24. That was probably one of the best games of the week, which Thursday nights usually suck. That was
Yeah,
I mean-
I liked that game a lot. What annoyed me was Kamara really he couldn't get in the end zone.
I hate Kamara so much.
I love him so much.
I love
He's
him so much
amazing
too. I
in
just bet
fantasy.
again. Like last year, I had him on fantasy, and he put up numbers, but his averages were terrible. He's like averaging like less than 4 yards a
Right.
carry, but most games he was like. And this year,
But he's got scared Carr, a hurt offensive line. Dude's just racking up the little 4-yard
Yeah.
catches. Oh my God, it's amazing. 29 in PPR, no touchdown.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Love it.
Me and you tied this weekend. Pick 'em to mine. I beat you by 1 point of tiebreaker.
Did I take the Patriots?
much
or
you
did I
beat
not
me
take
by?
the Patriots?
You and
did
Joe
take
went
the
5-8. Me and Damon were 7-6.
Who did I take the
so you're
Patriots?
5 ahead of me now.
6.
You're 6 ahead of me.
Yeah.
What?
Hey man, I don't know. I don't make the rules.
Did I take the Patriots? Did
You
you
did
see?
take the Patriots. You're the only one who took the Patriots. Falcons. That shit pissed me off. They're about to get fined. They just sat Robinson the whole game. He was sick. They just mentioned nothing on the injury
Why you say
report.
they're going to get fined?
They
didn't
might not,
report
but they're
that Bijan was hurt or whatever.
they didn't
Oh,
report
yeah,
it.
he had a migraine.
So I hit up FanDuel because I did a touchdown bet. Bijan's my only loser. And I was like, hey, I know you guys don't refund injuries. It's in your rules and all that. Like, I understand. I was like, but this dude had a headache. I was like, that's just crazy. I said the NFL's investigating it. Like,
did you say what's the name was, or did you didn't know that they were refunding bets?
yeah, I did. I said DraftKings is refunding the bet. I said the NFL's investigating the Falcons for this. I was like, I just want to know if you would take care of me. It was my only loser. She just responded, like, literally showed me the rules that I told her I already knew. She was like, yeah, he played a couple snaps, and you're all set.
Remember the beginning? Was it when I think it was when it first started? Who was it? Somebody from the Broncos went down immediately, and everybody refunded everybody.
Oh, Naheem Hines versus the Broncos.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, but FanDuel never refunds.
Yeah, it's DraftKings usually will, but FanDuel never.
Oh yeah, I remember. I probably was DraftKings. I was doing them all.
FanDuel did for the Rodgers thing, which was super weird. But yeah. Well, I only want to talk about one more game just quickly before we move on. But the fucking Browns Colts game was like one of the most bizarre games I've ever seen.
Yeah, the Colts
in my
got
entire
hosed at
fucking
the
life.
end.
Like, they score 39 points. They have less than 350 total fucking yards. They have like 150 passing yards. The Colts almost have 500 yards, and they still lose. Browns defense supposed to be the best defense in the league, or top
made
3.
some big plays, but yeah, I don't know. It was a weird game.
Gardner Minshew just
Torches their shit.
Can
JT was back.
I say one thing a little off topic?
yeah.
Can we just get rid of fantasy defenses?
I like
Because
fantasy defense.
I know it's cool when your defense is holding it down. But
It is corny though. Like
Cleveland literally allowed 38 points. Okay, they did whatever they did. They allowed 38 points, and they scored 15 fantasy points.
yeah,
The Packers allowed 19 points, and only scored 2 points.
yeah. So they let up half the points.
I honestly wanted to cry. I don't understand this.
Not only that, but you know what else makes me mad is you have a defense like Cleveland, right? Say last week you're like, I'm going to bench them. They're playing San Fran. Like, it's just not a good start.
Yeah.
And then they just crush. San Fran can't move the ball, can't do anything. And then the next
Now they're
week,
playing Minshew. You start them.
which if they don't get the touchdown, then you don't get that many points.
Right.
But yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about defense and kickers is it's literally just
It's
a
just too much
crapshoot.
luck.
Yeah, and the
Let it
defense
be.
thing, it's like the equivalent of like PPR though. I hated PPR for years. I hated it because dudes, you saw that. I mean, Kamara's actually been producing these past couple of weeks, but the first week he comes back, 12 catches, 30 yards, and he's outscoring running backs who have like over 100 yards on the day.
Yeah, that does suck.
That shit pisses me the
PPR is
fuck
wild.
off.
Yeah,
it doesn't
Kamara
happen
early.
enough. I still think PPR is superior to standard. It doesn't happen enough where that happens, but when it does happen, it's like, bro, come the fuck on. This dude scored 20 points, had 80 total yards because he got 12 catches.
No touchdown. Yeah, it's nuts.
Like a dude
Derek Carr just sucks too, so it's really perfect for Kamara now.
Or like back in the day, Wes Welker would have 12 catches, 70 yards. Meanwhile, like
Demarius would have like 4 for 80.
yeah, and he just gets smoked by Welker.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. That's like kind of the equivalent with the defenses. I don't think it happens that often, but I am starting to become like with this defensive players league. Like obviously you don't want all of your leagues to have 12 defensive players, but like maybe just
It's
get rid
fun,
of
yeah.
defense and only have like 2 defensive players.
Yeah, no,
Like
because it'll take away a little bit more of the look. Like, I mean, I look at Joe's situation. Dude drops Khalil Mack, I pick him up.
Yeah.
Just because he's Khalil Mack, I'm not going to leave him in the free agency.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to have 50 points in the game,
Yeah.
but he does. That's wild. I love it. Don't get me wrong, because it happened for me. But
But that made sense, though. He was facing Aiden O'Connell and the Raiders.
Right.
So, like, him having a big game
just
there
like,
was fine.
I think Khalil Mack versus the Bears should be really good this week.
Oh, yeah, he's facing the Bears.
Yeah, the only thing I did play back in the day, like a 2 IDP league. There's no defense, just 2. It's just like those are kind of the same thing. It'll be like your guy will get 3 sacks, but the other dude will have 15 tackles. It's like I don't know. It's
I almost
weird.
rather just play a league where, like, you don't have to start a defense and a kicker, but you can flex them if you want or some shit. I don't know. Like,
That's weird.
It's, if you have, like, a lot of like this week I had to start Dawson Knox. I'd have been happy to pick up a kicker and start him versus Dom in my flex.
You know
or
these
defense
chickens
or
that
some
do a
shit.
league, do what you want league. Everything was an OP or OP or a DP. You could put whatever you want. Someone
should
could
be
draft
crazy.
9 quarterbacks.
My boys that come into the bar, they do a league where it's like you colluding is okay. So it's just like some wild. It's like the Wild West.
It's like Monopoly.
That kind of would be cool. You just do a league where you could just do whatever you want week to week and fuck each other
Our league
over.
is trying to force that. I mean, like literally, me and Harry are in a league where dudes just giving away players for free. It's like, oh, hey, Ian, I know you're a tall, good-looking kid. How about you take this player for free?
What was the trade that you hated?
It's not that I hated the trade.
It was what they declined from you.
They declined it from me because they don't like Mostert's name. That's literally the reason. They don't like what Mostert's done in the past. That's literally not. They don't care about what he's done this year. I offered before Debo got hurt. Now Debo's hurt. I offered Aaron Mostert, Romeo Doubs, and Debo Samuel for just Tyreek Hill. Come on.
Yeah.
Dude's like, no. He's like, Mostert's, I don't know, something about Mostert, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he basically, he don't like Mostert, whatever. He accepts, ready for this? For Tyreek Hill, Zay Flowers, Aaron Jones, Hayden Hurst, who he benched immediately. He benched Hayden Hurst immediately.
Yeah, I'm facing Ian this week.
Why wouldn't he just say trade Mostert out for Zay Flowers or something?
No. He did this.
There's two different people. He told Demond no, and then took Ian's
I offered
trade.
him Mostert, Debo, and Dobbs. He told me he declined me, and went with Zay Flowers. Hayden Hurst was on his bench. He's got Kyle Pitts.
Is this a dynasty?
No. It's just a league where they are tag partners. Me and Harry are tag partners. He looked out for him. That's all that happened. Shout out to Bragging
His
Rights.
team was crazy though. I faced him this week. Dude's projected like 177. I'm projected like 150 with like my lineup is like
Ian's
the best
got
lineup I could have. Like it's a decent lineup.
I got a great team. Ian already had his team was better than mine.
You guys want to hear this team? This James Conner and Justin Jefferson are hurt on this team. I had second highest points and lost. Geno Smith, James Cook, A.J. Dillon, Puka Nacua, Jalen Waddle, DJ Moore, Mark Andrews, Josh Palmer. On my bench, I have Damian Pierce, Brandon Cooks, Kendrick Bourne, Romeo Doubs, and then I have James Conner and Justin Jefferson on the IR.
Damn.
Scored second highest points with James Conner and Justin Jefferson in the IR. And still lost.
That's fucking horrible.
It's fucking unreal. That's why I need Arizona.
That's why it's just got to be the FFPC format, man.
What do you mean?
Where like points matter.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll argue that to the death.
Yeah, I think I'm second in points in the league. Second or third, and I'm like 3 and 4.
Like you don't get to pick who you don't. It's not your fault you played the highest scoring team. Like you didn't get to play defense against that team.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm third in the league in points. I'm 4 and 3, so it's not terrible. I still like. That's why I'm like rooting for the Vikings and the Cardinals. The Cardinals are just being dumb. The Cardinals have one win, and they're bringing Kyler back.
Wait.
So if they bring Kyler back, why not bring Connor back?
Yeah, they said that they're building around Kyler. Like they've solidified that.
What's the Cardinals' record right now?
They have one win. 1 and
Dallas.
6, I think.
Dallas is they're bad. They're bad for giving. That's crazy.
You know what, back to the trade though. You know what I like is I put in the group chat this week. I was like, damn, I got to face Ian. Ken said, yeah, you got to face Ian and Aaron. That shit was funny as fuck.
Ken's an idiot.
He makes me laugh.
That dude's hilarious.
All right. Since we're already on fantasy, that's a good switch over. We'll do the Trap Nerd League real quick. Go over starts and sits.
Let's go to the Trap Nerd League.
Go to
How do you get a good look at this?
Don't even bother.
So after a 1 week hiatus, or was it a 2 week hiatus? I don't know. I got kicked out of my home for a little bit, and I came storming back.
Let me get candy because this is crazy.
Came on the second highest points. Tank scored 0.5 more than me. That's all right.
All right, Tank.
So Tank and Dylan are 1 and 3, but your boy.
But Dylan lost. That is horrible.
Your boy Duke, 2 weeks in a row, he was top 3 in scoring.
And
and
now he
lost.
plays me. I'm gonna do that shit to him again.
I know. He played the top 3 teams in the league. His best weeks.
That's horrible.
Your boy Duke, the champ, out here, number 2 in points. Leapfrogged Demont over here, who was above me in points.
Oh shit.
Got you. It's all right. You can be number 3. Number 3 in command over here. And I beat Dylan. We went 1-1 again against.
Who was our other one? X.
X got smacked by Poop.
What's X 0-7?
Yeah, X 0-7.
Damn.
Sorry, X, love you, buddy. You're on a regular Trap Nerd pod, so you should be in this league with us, but you're not going to be next year. I'm sorry, you're kicked out.
Yo, X, that's crazy.
He's like not starting. Dude.
Hey, yeah, I think he's got like 2 wins in 2 years. It's just
I don't even care about that.
Still a goat in my book, baby.
I love X for sure.
We can carry his losses and shit. Like if you just want to suck at fantasy, we can carry you. But I'm not putting up with the not starting dudes. You need to put an effort over here. I don't care if you're losing, but you're gonna be
looking out for him.
You're gonna be sweating.
Lift our brother up.
You're gonna be sweating while you lose. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna lose just because you're not trying.
First off, before we go over anything further, one of the best teams in the league is hurting right now. They're missing Justin Jefferson. They're missing DK Metcalf. With that being said, you'll never see anyone try any harder. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, dude. I'm coming back for revenge when everybody's healthy.
Good game, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, I was without Kyron Williams. Who's the best?
What'd you win by?
He'll never play again.
Kyron Williams is that
What'd you win
dude.
by 20?
Yeah. No Garrett Wilson.
That's Darrell Henderson.
You had no Garrett Wilson because he was on bye. You had no Garrett Wilson because he was on bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
I got to start Puka in 2-2.
real quickly.
Oh, my God. I started Goff over Cousins, though, versus you.
You know what's crazy?
Just
Is
talk about that.
I did the same thing in the other sleeper.
That's what I mean. So that's why fantasy annoys me. Cousins is like, oh, San Fran, come here.
I'm only going to go over defensive players because if you play fantasy, you already know the offensive players. Best players of the week, Myles Garrett for Seth got 31 points. K. Moore for Tank from Indianapolis got 23.5. And Alua Kun or whatever from Jacksonville got 35 points for Poop.
Yeah, dude's really him.
Tank was the best team this week. Seth is the worst. I was the most efficient manager.
There you go.
You know, I'm not going to take credit for that because I had like 7 players on bye. I had to make 0 decisions. I beat Dylan. Joe beat Quake. Joe's coming back, man. 3-4.
That's how
Joe's
bad
3-4?
Madison is, though. Jake only needed like 7 or 8 points for Madison or some shit.
Who picked him to sit?
You did. You're mad smart.
My sits have been perfect so far.
I literally had to start him.
I had to start last week. I had to start.
I won another sleeper league by 2 points with them.
I offered Joe a pretty good trade too. Donnie beat Seth. Harry beat Damon.
Yeah, that shit happens sometimes.
Poop beat X, and Tank beat his brother with a stick. Stole his lunch money, and Tank's coming here, man. Shout out Tank. Tank was number 2 last year behind Harry. He's number 4 this year behind every single Trap Nerd guy.
Yeah, he's really him.
Yeah, so
Dude, Dylan's projected with 233 against me. That shit's wild.
Dylan's team's actually pretty good. He just keeps running into these buzzsaws. You know what I mean?
Run into one this week too.
So I believe I did the math right. I believe we're 12-6 now. Trap Nerd. We were 10-4, and then we went 1-1, 1-1. So 12-6 for Trap Nerd, going more than halfway through the year.
You guys lost to one of their people before?
I did.
Oh, I can't relate to that shit. I
That's
lost
all
to my
right.
protege Jake. I don't mind losing to Jake.
I lost to Jake too.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
He's like that. He'd be up in the tree just smacking our shit.
Yeah, so right now, with the season really far underway now, it'd be Harry, 1 seed, me, 2 seed, Damon, 3 seed, Tank, 4 seed, and then
Jake.
no, we got to do the points. So yeah, Jake would be
Still
the
Jake.
5 seed, and
Without looking, I would guess Poop.
Where's Poop? No, Poop is 50 points
What's it
behind
take?
Seth.
Oh,
Seth
wow.
would be the 6th seed. So right now it goes off of the best standings. So
no,
nothing,
it would be Dylan
where do you see that?
by 2 points.
Oh shit! Damn, Dylan 1-6
Yeah.
with the 6th most points in the league.
Jesus.
So
Make sure
he would
they all
make
still remember that
he
too.
would make the playoffs at 1-6.
That's
right
how it
now.
should be.
I'm about to put that in the group.
It's crazy.
I
I'll put it
like
in the
that
group
shit.
later.
See, we made a good rule.
That is a sick ass
Yeah.
rule. Dylan's been doing great. He's been running.
Dude,
He
that's
ran into you last week. Ran into me this week. Running into Harry this week. If he keeps putting up
He has
points,
1702 put on him, and the dude above him has 1706. But the dude above him, well, I guess has 1544. So that dude still has a chance too, brother Brad.
well, yeah, but Seth is only 2 points behind.
Yeah, but they all
Dylan.
can battle for it though.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. So yeah, right now Dylan would be the 6th seed at 1-6, 5 straight losses. That's wild.
That is cool.
You're welcome for the rule. But yeah, that's the Trap Nerd Sports League. Moving on, starts and sits. So my start and sit last week was Jerome Ford, who put up 14, 15, something like that before getting
I think he had
hurt.
more than that, didn't he?
Did he have more than that? Who knows? I don't know. I'm the GOAT. I'm sorry. I also said if you didn't have Ford to start Hunt, I had to start Hunt. Ford goes
He
down.
had 17.4.
There you go. And he got hurt in, what, the 4th?
Mm-hmm.
Then Hunt comes in, wasn't having the greatest day, gets his 2nd touchdown, though, so saves his fantasy day. So if you started either one of them, you're pretty happy. And then moving forward, this isn't my start of the week, but start Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
He's the only guy over there. And then my sit was Alexander Madison. Also got hurt, so that kind of helped me a little bit. But he wasn't playing the best anyway.
I don't
so.
remember my starter.
Yeah, you did good with that.
My sits have been immaculate. My starts have been pretty good.
Yeah, you've been on shit.
Yeah, so that was my start sit, and we'll go over what we did last week, and then we'll go for next week.
Yeah, I had Luke Musgrave. He had 4 for 30, and then this dude knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah.
And that dude now is suspended for 4 games. It's
Really?
a second violation of these like real dirty hits.
Who was it again?
Kareem Jackson.
Yeah.
So actually having the IEP league, it just says suspended by his name. So my start wasn't great, but he did have 7, and I feel like he would have done a little bit more with them trailing and in that situation, but it didn't end up going well because he got his bell.
Is that the second time he's been knocked out? Okay.
Well, it was weird. He got hit, and he got hit so hard his like ankle twisted. At first, I thought it was like a concussion, but he has like an ankle injury. I don't know how serious it is.
It was a bad hit.
Yeah, it was. It was nuts.
He was obviously going on the ground. This dude Kareem just comes and smacks this shit.
Yeah. So that it didn't work out for me too well. But
Who was your sit?
who was my set?
You don't remember none of the mine, do you?
No.
I don't remember
I
mine.
remember who I put on there.
That's all right. I think your sit was.
Last week.
That's a good question. Just send it in the group from now on.
Yeah, that's what I know.
If you're gonna keep coming on.
Oh damn, I did bad. Mine was Najee. He ended up having a pretty good game, right? I know he scored.
It's all right, guys. Just listen to me.
He had 14 for 53, which was 3.8 a carry.
That's not great. Yeah.
But he had a touchdown, so.
It's still not terrible. What, you have like 12 points?
No, but I mean, that's still good, though.
It's decent. It's
Yeah.
not, but it's not like he fucking scored 30 points. If you sat him, you wouldn't be that bad. All right, so going into this week, you guys want to start, or do you want me to start?
You start. You're on shit.
All right, my start. Oh, who was my start?
Damian Pierce.
Damian Pierce. My bad. My start was Damian Pierce.
I like Damian Pierce.
Which kind of goes against everything I've been saying all year because I've been like a big Damian Pierce hater. I got the Cook versus
He just
Pierce.
got such a good matchup this week.
Yeah, he's going up against the Panthers. They can't fucking stop a fuck. They can't do anything. Like, Houston's gonna blow them out. They should.
And
anyway.
I think they have a pretty good pass defense, too.
Yeah, they do. That's why I liked it, too. I think they're probably like 15 against the pass. Or
Yeah.
better.
The only thing I can see is like for some reason they've been liking Singletary as much as they like Pierce. Maybe they split carries, but I don't think it matters. I think either one of them. I think Singletary, if you have some injuries on your team, will be a decent start as well. But yeah, just going with Damian Pierce. I think they're gonna be winning by fucking 2 touchdowns at least going into the fourth quarter.
Pierce score.
Yeah, I'm happy with
he's
having
going to score
Pierce.
twice or.
He's finally going to have like a
100 on the
70-yard game or something. Hopefully he can help me make an upset versus Ian.
What did Montgomery do against them?
Whatever he wanted.
Yeah, it was the game. Was that the game he had 3 touchdowns?
No, it was versus Green Bay. He had 34.
Sorry, Bob.
He had 20 point something versus Carolina.
I know,
But they also took him out. Like Craig Reynolds got 11 versus Carolina as well.
Yeah, and Mostert had 2 touchdowns against Carolina for sure. I remember that. It's just gonna be a blowout. I think they've lost the last 2 games by like.
I'm starting
16 points or
Singletary
more.
in a couple weeks.
That's what I said. Why
Yeah.
not? Yeah, if you have some injuries and you have to start Singletary, go right ahead.
Would you got buys?
No, I don't think I have any buys or injuries.
Did you start Singletary? All right, well, fuck.
That
Yo,
team
no
always
way.
gets clowned. Remember the way Jake clowned that team?
Yeah.
We were sitting at Kelly's and this Jake was looking at my team. He was like, "Oh, that sucks. Who'd you lose? Who got injured again on your team?" And I was like, "Oh, nobody. It was just my real team." But yeah, Singletary's just in there. Tutu's in there.
Dude, I crushed it last week. I traded for McCaffrey, Addison, and Downs. They all went off.
Yeah, no, that's nuts.
My set of the week is Evan Ingram because I'm just done saying bad things about the Steelers, man. They great defense, and they're especially great against tight ends. They shut tight ends the fuck down. Evan Ingram did decent last week, 4 catches, like 43 yards or something like that. It's crazy because like before, it was National Tight End Day, and finally a bunch of tight ends showed out. But before that, he was like the 4th best tight end in the league. I don't know where he's at right now fantasy-wise, so it kind of sounds dumb to sit him. But the Steelers ain't letting tight ends do shit.
I'm super annoyed. It was National Tight End Day. That's what all my bets were surrounded. I bet all the tight ends.
The
to do
tight ends did
something.
nice, though. Kincaid finally had a great game.
No, I just
Hunter Henry
I'm
pooped on
always
our head a
betting
couple times.
touchdowns. I'm always doing these
Yeah.
stupid bets.
Yeah, that's my set. I don't really have a ton of logic other than the fact that the Steelers have been tight end killers all year. Mark Andrews is decent against you guys, but that's Mark Andrews.
We're elite, man.
And this is also kind of biased because I just really need Trevor Lawrence to start throwing the ball to Kelvin Ridley. You guys haven't been the greatest against wide receivers. I almost started Kelvin Ridley this week. I feel like he is due for a game.
He's due for a game.
But
next week.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to stick with
Christian
Pierce.
Kirk's probably going to kill us. That's who always worries me.
He fucking
those
loves
slot guys,
Kirk,
those
man.
They got more chemistry and shit,
intermediate throws. Yeah, that's all it is. He needs more time with Ridley.
As long as Ridley comes on towards the end of the year and I get some good championship performances from him.
Next year's the year to own Ridley.
Hopefully. I mean, I got him in Dynasty League, so
Ridley and Lawrence next year.
But yeah, I'm gonna say sit Evan Ingram. It's a little bit of a bold move depending on who your tight ends are. I'm starting Kyle Pitts
It's a
over
bold.
him.
What does he say?
Bold
Bold
move,
strategy, kind.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him. This might come back to bite me. It's a little bit risky. Evan Ingram's been his second favorite target this year, but you guys just shut tight ends down for whatever reason, so I'm gonna go with Evan
We're
Ingram.
gonna get to
I
it.
like it.
It's gonna get real hot and nasty in that pocket for him.
That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
You guys are both hot right now.
If we can score, we'll win. That's all. If we can score, we'll win.
All right, we'll go to Harry.
I'm starting Jared Goff. He's coming off a horrible performance. He's playing Monday night at home versus Vegas.
Yes.
Vegas defense isn't horrible, but it's not great. And if you guys have time, you got to look up the difference between Jared Goff at home to Jared Goff on the road. He's literally would be like an MVP front runner and break records if they played at home every week. And on the road, he's probably below average, as we've seen in Baltimore. So I think Goff's going to have a huge bounce back game on prime time. And then I'm going to say sit Kirk Cousins. I don't know if it's tough to sit Cousins because he'll probably still be top 12. But I definitely don't expect him to have nearly as good as a game as he did. He's playing the Packers. And the one thing we do well is our pass defense and our numbers for against fantasy quarterbacks. I think we're like top 6 or 7. So I don't like Cousins this week to do too much against this.
I like Goff a lot. I need him to just drop some shit. I think the Raiders' defense is worse than. I think they are one of the worst.
Yeah, I
they
think
they faced like
playing the Bears this past week, and the Bears ran the ball. The Packers did nothing against them. They've played teams that have made like they played Denver.
They played New England.
Yeah,
the team. I mean, that made us look like shit. But like the good quarterbacks they've played have Josh Allen pooped on their head.
Yeah,
fucking,
Pickett smoked their shit.
Yeah, so I
definitely think. I think Goff's going to shred them. But, yeah, I don't think Cousins is going to do too much. I feel like we play well against him in Lambeau, and he lights us up in Minnesota, so we'll see. And he can't keep doing that shit without Jefferson. I refuse.
That's what I was just about to say.
Jordan Addison's that fucking guy, though.
Yeah, this is
he
really
just
good.
stole that ball yesterday. Just said, "Give me that shit."
That was nuts. But what about you?
Oh, my start or my sit?
Either
what
one.
You guys go with?
Start.
My sit was Brian Robinson. They play the Eagles, and those guys are huge. And
Yeah, number 1 against running
Brian
backs.
Robinson, yeah,
They're number 1 in
literally-
real life and in fantasy. Like,
Yeah.
they don't let shit happen
There's
with
no.
running backs.
Actually, if I could have, I would have sat Mostert versus them. I was saying how good their defense is. No, yeah, I think Philly just doesn't play any games against the run.
Yeah, they got some big boys in the middle.
Might as well just not even play no games. And Commanders already are really bad.
Jalen Carter is gonna be. Defensive tackles take forever to get good, and he's just
already
already there.
yeah, it's
like
nuts.
I can't imagine where he's gonna be in year 3, dude.
Yeah, he's impressive.
My start is Drake London because me and Harry have him FFPCs. So we should
He's finally
still.
been getting a lot of targets.
He finally gets a lot of targets, and they just lost. They got Edmonds, and he just let up a touchdown. So
yeah, Tennessee got worse in the secondary.
Tennessee secondary's trash now.
And they're still really good against the run. And
Yeah.
So if they can slow Bijan down and force
Force him to
Atlanta
throw, yeah,
pass.
make him throw. I mean, Jonnu Smith is the number 1 receiver over there, but
Oh, he has Jonnu Smith revenge game too.
I still just
Who
love
knows if
Kyle
Bijan will
Pitts,
even
man.
play though? He might have a headache or stomach ache or something.
I'll be so angry.
You see, Diggs said he feels bad when he ruins our parlays in fantasy. That shit was funny.
Yeah. He said I'd be going out there trying to get him. I love him.
Yeah,
I love
he's
Diggs.
that dude.
All these other players just get so like Lamar is just like fuck your. I get it. You shouldn't
Yeah.
care. But it's like all we're doing is betting on you doing good, man.
Yeah, like our life sucks. We're sorry we're
Yeah.
not in the NFL, so we're living through you
Yeah, we just-
by betting on you. I'm sorry.
We just want you to do well, man. It's
Yeah.
like it's
You're
not like we're
getting
betting you're under.
You're getting millions of dollars regardless. Like, can we win a couple bucks? Like,
Yeah,
at least
fuck.
Diggs cares, man.
it's
Shout
not
out
like we're
Diggs.
complaining. Like, dude, why would you go get 150 yards?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're like The over is by and far bet way more than the under because it's more exciting. We just want you to do good. It's crazy that you're mad about
Yeah,
it.
I'm an idiot. I think if I had to go like a percentage, I'd probably bet unders 10% of the time.
I see the
It's so
stat
bad.
all the time. Even like this year's like a historic number, but I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago they did the math, and if you would have bet every single game of the NFL season, you bet the under on every single game, you would have came out say like I think it was like $100 on each game. You would have came out like a couple grand in the positive. And I see that number all the time, and I never take unders.
Never do it.
I don't
If
want
you
to
ran
vote
McCaffrey's
against.
touchdowns back, you'd be up 500K right now. If you started with 100 and then ran it all the way back.
Oh, I'm so
That
busy
is
for
crazy.
yesterday.
Just easy. We just missed out on $500,000, all of us, easy. Chris
This is-
McCaffrey touchdown.
This is why whoever wrote Back to the Future is a fucking genius. You know when they
Oh,
were
yeah. Well,
when
that-
they were
the
sitting in that room thinking, what do we want? What's the bad guy's name again? I forget. But you're sitting there thinking, like, what is he gonna do when he goes back in the past? Like, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna start a company? No, he's gonna grab a sports almanac from the future, go back to the past, and just be worth millions.
Yeah,
It's not even legal, and this dude's just doing it.
that shit is wild.
Ever since I was a kid, I was
I'm
like,
a
that's
big-
the smartest move
I'm
ever.
literally a big Back to the Future fan. So like before this is over, I'll say his name. It's I can't. Gotta
Some
think.
stupid like generic bully name. But yeah, anything else fantasy wise that we need to talk about?
Biff.
Biff, yeah. Waivers are fucking awful this week. Any player that you probably should pick up is already gone, unless Darrell Anderson's not gone, because that's gonna be his job for the rest of the year. I promise. You don't listen.
My son would be sick.
Wait till you see what he does versus Dallas this week.
He's not gonna do good, but it doesn't matter. Sean McVay is like, oh, you've been doing good for 6 weeks. Time to switch you out.
Yeah, maybe. But
Kyron Williams will be a
is,
Viking next
almost
year.
leading the NFL in
I
touchdowns.
don't care. Terrell Henderson was like a top 10 fantasy back, and they just randomly were like, all right, Cam Akers, it's your time. I hate that place.
Need your pick him up. Try to get these 6 games back.
All right, let's get to pick 'em. I don't even know why I'm doing it for the rest of the year. I fucking suck. I can't believe I'm tied with Joe now.
No, you're still 2 up on him.
All right,
I'm
good.
8 up on Joe.
Life isn't too terrible then.
I'm about to eat good.
Yeah, I'm not showing up. I'm walking out on the bill. All right, starting out Thursday game. I will be there. First Bills game I'm going to all year. Bills versus Tampa Bay. You gotta go Buffalo. I mean, Tampa Bay.
I can't even find it.
Tampa Bay's offense couldn't put shit up against Atlanta. Their defense, Atlanta's defense is okay, but the Bills are literally desperate. They need a fucking win. Home game. I think Knox being out, forcing them to put some more speed on the field is good for Josh Allen. Hopefully, it'll open up some lanes. Hopefully, they just let him run. I don't understand. This dude's just been a pocket passer all year. Whatever. But I'm going Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I would be surprised if you guys don't steamroll them. It's a good bounce back.
My
spot.
bad. You guys are playing Tampa
Yeah.
and Baker. Yeah, you guys should smoke them.
I don't think we're gonna smoke them. It's Thursday. I mean, last Thursday both offenses looked pretty decent, but I'm not.
You guys need a game to get your swagger back.
Yeah.
I think a nice 14-point win or something would do that.
One thing I failed to mention for the Buffalo thing is like this should have like the schedule gets tougher in the second half of the year. We should like the New England game should have been a win. This should be a win. Like we should be sitting at fucking instead of 5-3 if we win this week 6-2.
Yeah, it's
and
a
then
big,
going
it's
into
a big
that
difference
tough.
chasing Miami and Kansas City for the higher seeds as well.
Yeah. All right, Philly, Washington. This game was really close in Philly. Philly made the comeback, but I think Washington's looked worse since then. So I'm gonna go with Philly.
Yeah, Washington beat them last year and took them to overtime this year. I think Philly will take them more serious or whatever they have to do. Unless Washington just has their number, but Sam Howell just gets sacked and hit way too often. So
Dudes are dropping passes over there and shit.
what do you think?
Philly by 2.
You think it's gonna be close again?
Something. Yeah, Washington's playing really bad.
Yeah.
They always are due for like at least to play somebody really tough.
This is going to be a weird game. Indianapolis versus New Orleans. It is home, and that's the only reason I'm going Indy because I think it's going to be really close. You know what? And this one's tough, dude, because the Saints' defense is usually pretty good. They look like shit, but it was against Trevor Lawrence, who's looking great now. But then on the other side, Indy's defense, it was a weird game. They would have never
shit
let
was
39
wild.
points and 300 yards. I know they lost to P.J. Walker, but they put up some – I'm going to go Indy. I'm going with Indy. And Minshew we trust.
I'm going to go New Orleans, but I don't like it. Like that game could really go. It might be another weird ass game.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was Olave playing. He got arrested for reckless driving. I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
He was trying to drive out of New Orleans.
He's
seeing
sick.
fucking Kamara get 17 targets and he's getting 5.
He kept dropping the ball and shit. I don't know.
Saints.
You're on Saints?
Yeah.
This is going to be another. Like, I don't know where to go, man. Both you guys look great.
I don't know where to go.
Pittsburgh at home.
They're one of the best teams in the league.
Jacksonville's 5-2 though, man. They've looked great the
Who have
past
they
3
really
weeks.
beaten though?
They beat Buffalo.
I mean, come on. A lot of teams beating Buffalo. Come on. Jets. Patriots. I'm just kidding. But look, seriously, let's be for real. We're at home, bud. Jags ain't beating us on the road.
Yeah, I don't think Jags are gonna win on the road. I'm gonna go with Pitt.
If it was in Jacksonville, I'd change my tone.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with my Jaguars. That's about it. I like Jacksonville. That's the team
Who
I'm
Green Bay
going
play? Okay.
Ever since they beat the
Now I have to
Bills,
switch
it's
to
just-
Jacksonville because this dude's just right all the time. No, I'm gonna stick with
It
Pittsburgh.
can go either way. I don't know. I just like Jacksonville. I like the way they're playing. Their defense is good. Their defense is actually probably
We're
one of the
elite.
surprising defenses to me this year.
We're elite.
ETN will probably run all over these guys if Darrell Henderson could.
We're run all over you guys. We're elite.
Ridley and Kirk are going to do what Puka and Cooper Cup should have.
We're elite.
So 24.
I'm switching. I'm going to Jacksonville.
24-20 Jags.
We're elite. Go ahead. Next.
I'm going to Jacksonville. Giants Jets. Tyrod is the god.
Yeah, I'm
If
going
he
Giants.
plays, I'm gonna say if Tyrod plays, I'm saying Giants. But if Daniel Jones plays, I'm gonna say the Jets.
I'm going to go with the Giants
Give me
either way.
Benny and the Jets. Are you guys nuts? Brees Hall.
Yeah, he's dead.
Remember that name.
Giants got a Giants found something in Buffalo.
This is in New York though. It's in the Giants' home stadium.
When you guys buy Harry dinner, buy me dessert first. All right, because this is crazy.
Yeah, I like the
Breesy
Giants,
and
though.
the Jets.
Brees is going to eat, but they're not going to win just off of your running back eating.
They're gonna smoke them.
Zach Wilson sucks.
They actually might smoke them.
Jets are gonna smoke them.
If Ty God plays, I'm going Tyrod.
Tyrod gets Waller
Zach
involved.
Wilson will probably have his best game of the year.
Barkley
Their
gets
defense ain't the
involved.
best. You know what I hope happens? I hope Adoree Jackson gets smoked, and then they're like,
sure, we're
they
gonna
just
get
get
him
the
outta here.
Bills for a 4th round pick.
Garrett Wilson will go off. Brees will go off.
Bills,
The Giants
please
will win.
trade. Please trade for a corner, please. Houston, Carolina. Houston's gonna fucking smoke them.
Atlanta, Vegas.
C.J. Stroud, Damian Pierce, Devin Singletary, all starts.
The crazy thing is I like Carolina this week, but I can't pick them. I'm going to go Houston.
You're soft. You're
This
always
is-
doing that.
Yeah.
This is a C.J. Stroud revenge game. Josh McCown came
messed
up
with
to
the
this
whole-
man and said, "You're gonna look great in a fucking Panthers uniform." And then the head, whoever the fuck was above McCown, said, "Fuck you. We're gonna draft the midget." And C.J. Stroud is out here tearing motherfucker. He's about to go into Carolina and be like, "Bink, bink, bink, bink,"
Adam Thielen,
on
though?
their head top.
I've been watching Yellowstone, and I found out if you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Give me the Texans.
I hope C.J. Stroud puts up 400 on him. Dumbass motherfuckers. Miami,
by
New
a
England.
billion.
We're gonna go Miami.
I got Miami smoking them this time, too. Not close like the first game.
Oh yeah, New England thinks they're good now and shit.
Yeah, they're coming on their high horse.
Yeah.
Miami's pissed about the loss to Philly. Tyreek for 400.
I hate Tyreek so much. I hate myself. Like the fact that I drafted Jamar Chase over Tyreek Hill
Yeah, but Chase is on his way, though.
will haunt me for the dude. Chase Hill's gonna break.
Miami
records.
smoked them in New England.
No, they barely beat him.
They won by like two or
Yeah, it was
three.
like 24-20.
Give me New England.
You're taking New England?
Oh yeah,
Them boys are dead.
I took New England versus the Bills. Why wouldn't I take them versus the Dolphins, who only beat bad teams?
Because
Exactly.
it's a bad team.
But they just
We
beat
only
the, but they
lose.
just beat the Bills.
We only lose to bad teams. We play down to our competition.
Okay, buddy.
Tennessee, Atlanta. I don't like this matchup for Atlanta.
I don't either.
It's in Tennessee, but if Malik Willis is playing quarterback, I will never.
It's not going to be Willis. There's no way it'll be Levis, if anything. I refuse.
Oh, give me Atlanta. Levis looked bad enough where they didn't automatically give him the 2 job to begin the season.
No, that's not what's up. Something else is up. There's no way anyone looked worse than this kid. I'm a big fan of giving African American quarterbacks a chance. With my son, we will trade you guys. You guys give us like Matt Moore. Dude was holding the ball. I felt like he didn't
sucks.
even know how to throw.
It was insane, dude.
I'll tell you what. If Will Levis was even slightly good, and I was the coach of the Titans, I could watch this man squeeze a whole bottle of mayo into his mouth, and I would still be like, number 2 quarterback by Malik Willis.
No matter what, I'm picking the Titans. But
Yeah, I am too.
I don't like the
Julius
matchup for
Campbell.
Atlanta, but
What is it, Gary Bertier?
yeah.
They're coming to play this
they just
week.
lost like
Red.
they lost like their second best defensive player.
Yeah, but against Atlanta, like it's not a horrible time to lose that player because they
he
don't
didn't
like to
throw the
just
ball.
push the ball down the field enough.
I hate Ritter, but I like him way more than Malik Willis or Levis, so I'm gonna go with Atlanta.
You haven't even seen Levi's play yet.
I don't care. Don't care. His girlfriend left him.
He's got
She was
Levi
fine
jeans,
as
boss.
fuck.
She said, "Oh, I only date first-round quarterbacks." She left him immediately.
She said, "Willis
She's
second
like
over you?"
dating a singer or something now.
So now if your shorty leave you, you can't be good at football. That's crazy, dog.
Listen,
Give me 10, because they're the only 10 I see. Go ahead.
he's probably gonna write a letter to his girlfriend before the game and ball out now. Minnesota, Green Bay. I've been picking you guys every week, and you just keep letting me down, but I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, me too.
Green Bay at home.
It's our first home game in a while, so we're gonna be fired up.
So you guys are all on the
I don't think you guys
cheeseheads.
are possible to get fired up. You guys look not fired up.
Are you
all
guys
the time.
nutty, yo? They just lost to fucking Denver.
Yeah, you know that's
I've been picking Green Bay.
that'll fire a team up though.
No, dude. There
Losing
is
to
no
Denver
more
gives you
let's ride.
No, once you lose to Denver, the coach they probably still.
Then who
running
told you to
laps.
before that?
Vegas.
I'm out of here. Minnie. I'm out of here. Ain't no way, dude. You guys beat Minnesota. I don't even know what's going on.
Bro,
in
it's a
football.
big difference being at
No,
home.
dude, I don't get
We were
it.
in Vegas where everything's fixed, and then
Okay.
we went to Denver. The air quality and shit's crazy
Okay.
there. Now we're in Lambeau.
All right.
It's
all right.
different now.
You are right, though. Division game, the worst teams are always the favorites.
Listen, Minnesota, no Jefferson. Addison got banged up. He'll probably play, but he'll be banged up a little bit.
All they need is
Madison
Hockenson.
blows. Hawkinson's nice. I need Christian Watson.
I want to know what's going
Low
on.
key, no lie. Madison might go off versus them.
He really
Even
might.
Javonte Williams had 12 versus.
I really liked Watson coming out of the draft.
Javonte Williams ain't did nothing all year. He said, I'm at the Packers. Give me 12.
Let me say this too though.
He had a touchdown call back too.
So I liked Watson since he was drafted, right? Kills at the end of last year. I get offered. Someone's gonna. My uncle's like, I'll give you Watson for a first. Is it gonna be a late first? I was like, Harry, I know I really like him, but I'm gonna ask a fan. Watson should be mad nice, right? Yeah.
He had one good game, one bad game.
You're killing this trade. Watson misses 4 weeks, whatever the fuck he
Then
misses.
he got like 190 something yards the
on
first game.
one
back.
catch.
Hey man, that works. Don't worry.
Me and Harry's friendship is on the line in this game, so I'm taking
easy
Green
dub.
Bay. I'm taking
Did you
Green
see the
Bay.
dynasty trade I got off today?
Mm-mm.
I gave
With Quentin
Dylan-
Johnston?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. That was fire.
All right. Rams, Cowboys. This game,
Dallas. Coming off a bye, they look good versus the Chargers. The Rams kind of
Yeah.
suck.
yeah,
so.
I'm going to take Dallas.
The Rams are like a fun, sucky team, but they suck.
Yeah. Dallas at home.
What about you?
I like Dallas, I guess. Dax really just bothers me. He's got all that talent. He just sucks. I'm sorry. CeeDee Lamb. When I say all that talent, that's literally what I mean. Just CeeDee Lamb.
Even Cooks though, like they finally used him
Right.
last game and see what
Right.
happened.
Cooks be open, they don't throw it to him. He'll throw to Gallup in double coverage before he throws the Cooks wide open.
Yeah,
I
dude
feel
loves
like
Gallup.
Dak is a mix of Hurts and Malik Willis.
Oh my god.
Like it's like a mixture between those two. The type of quarterback he is.
This game's going to be ugly, especially if Deshaun Watson doesn't play. Cleveland, Seattle. Seattle looks like they got it going.
It's in Seattle.
It's in Seattle. I can't take PJ Walker. I mean, if Watson plays, I might be up to switch it, but we won't even know by Thursday
This could be
anyway.
one of those corny games.
It's
It's gonna be a very corny.
I
game.
actually love.
13.
I love the under on it.
Yeah, 13-10 or something like that.
Seahawks.
I think it's gonna come down to coaching. Honestly, Pete Carroll knows how to win these dirty games. I'm gonna go Seahawks. Probably like 13-10, 16-13, some stupid shit. Denver, Kansas City. Denver plays Kansas City great this last game that they played, but Kansas City's going to fucking annihilate them. Kansas City's
Yeah.
going to do dirty things to them. They finally look good. This is not a Thursday night matchup. They're going to go into Denver and name that the new Kansas City.
That's what you got going on? Going down?
It's not going to be the Mile High City. It's going to be New Kansas City.
Yeah, that shit's over.
They're going to put
You
a.
got KC too?
Yeah.
They're
Give
going to
me
come in there
Denver.
with guns.
Taking Denver.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're going to take over the stadium. They're gonna plant a flag in the middle of the stadium.
Yeah, they're
And say,
gonna
this
smoke
is
their
fucking
shit.
ours now.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
40-0,
Jerry Judy's gonna look in the TV and say, "Steve Smith, you think I suck?"
and then he's gonna suck.
He's gonna
He's
suck.
gonna go for 5
He's gonna
for
suck, and
25.
Cortland Sutton's gonna have 4 touchdowns.
Oh man,
Kansas City all the way.
that's a good game though.
Yeah, San Fran versus a desperate Cincinnati team, but San Fran's not losing 3 in a row.
Why is Cincinnati desperate?
They're 3-3. They're bottom of the division.
Oh yeah.
If any of the teams above them win a game, now you're 2 games back.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do about this though.
Yeah, San Fran's not
Who
losing
you
3
got?
in a row.
I got San Fran.
San Fran.
Going back home with 2 straight losses.
Hey, what's Debo's health looking like? Is he
He's out for a couple more games.
a couple more games?
Possibly going on IR.
That's
Yeah, I'll take
trash.
San Fran.
I can see Cincinnati just being like, if San Fran didn't lose 2 in a row already, I'd probably pick
If
Cincinnati.
they had a better offensive line, that's all they would need.
That's what scares me.
Don't get it. Talk about it all the time. Plays great the second half of the season last year. Goes back to playing just how they played in the first half.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
And
I don't.
They put
Doesn't
a
matter.
little bit of effort into getting a better O line too. Not much.
Yeah, Bosa and Armstead, or what's his name? Dude, they signed Hargrave, and them dudes are out to tear these motherfuckers apart. Baltimore, Arizona, Baltimore. That should be.
I got Baltimore, but give me Cards with the points. I'm gonna tell you why.
What's the point? It's probably like 8
It should be a little bit more than that, but 8
on the
sounds
road,
good.
though.
Oh yeah, on the road. You're right.
Yeah, I'm gonna take.
I'm gonna tell you
Baltimore.
why. I was just telling Harry, like, dude, Lamar Jackson has that game that he had versus Detroit. He has that at least once a year, where we're looking at him like, wow, this guy really could fuck you up. Like he's
The
that
most
dude.
perfect ratings.
He's
He's tied with Tom Brady.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
But like normally after that game, he has like mad letdown games where you're just like, what happened? Why couldn't he make this throw to Flowers? Why wasn't this guy open this time? Why is he not running?
I'm rooting for Arizona for sure, because I just want them to bring Kyler and Connor back for fantasy purposes. But Baltimore's
That's
gonna
my stomach.
smoke
Yeah, it
those
was mine.
dudes.
First of all, I thought a plane.
That
flew
shit's gonna
over.
be caught on
What
the.
attack it is?
Fucking start.
Give my boy a stick of cheese. That was crazy.
I can't stand He
Yo,
just had somebody
I thought a plane came right over his head.
give me the Ravens. man.
Osama's back.
You said the Ravens.
Yeah,
All right.
that shit was wild.
Chargers, Chargers, Bears.
That's the Sunday night game.
That's disgusting.
Give me the Chargers though.
Chargers.
I can see the Chargers losing though. I don't know why they just fucking suck.
I gotta say this.
Give me Khalil Mack and them, yeah.
Are you in the Intelligent Trash Talk Sports group on Facebook?
Yeah, I see some of the posts. I don't really, I'm not
Bro.
always in it.
Bro. Josh Allen loses, right? Whatever. Give him his criticisms. This man goes and says because Josh Allen loses games, Herbert and Burrow are above him. And I'm like, bro, if you want to say Burrow is above him because of that, go ahead. But he has a better record than both of them.
Right.
Herbert hasn't won a playoff game, but Herbert's above Josh Allen because Josh Allen loses games.
Yeah. All Herbert does is lose games, even games where he has opportunities at the end. Week 1 versus Miami, versus Dallas, versus Tennessee twice, and then tried to give it away versus Minnesota. All games where he could have won the game or ended the game and didn't do anything.
The hate that non-Bills fans have for Josh Allen in this area is unreal. To say that this motherfucker Herbert is above Josh Allen and then say because Josh Allen turns the ball over and he be losing games, and I literally said on the post, name me the quarterbacks who have more wins since Josh Allen came in the league. Name me the quarterbacks who have more playoff wins than Josh Allen since he came in the league, and then I'll accept your list. Because I'll tell you what, Herbert has 0 of them. How do you have whatever, I'm done with it. It's just like the logic.
Yeah, it's just not even a
The
debate.
logic people have for this shit is unreal. You can make whatever sports argument you want, but put some logic behind it. Whatever. Last game of the week, Detroit, Vegas. Detroit's gonna Goff
be a
is gonna make
bloodbath.
Harry look super smart. He's gonna win me a couple fantasy leagues. I'm gonna say it's gonna be like 32-13, and I'm gonna say 55 points is the tiebreaker.
32-13 with 55.
45, my bad.
I say I say 34-13. So I did 47. 34-13, so I'm going 64.
49 is mine.
I meant to put 45. That's my fault.
Oh, that shit
You
was
put
funny.
45?
49.
All right. I'm going to put 46.
42-7.
I'm going to put 46. I put 446 on accident.
That'd be crazy.
Some Madden shit. All right, submit your picks, boys. Picks are in. Oh, you guys don't even have Survivor. That's crazy. Who would you pick if you did have Survivor this week?
Wait, you guys got eliminated?
Yeah, Joe switched us from Seattle to Buffalo.
No, he didn't.
I wish you
And
would.
I was already out, so this week I would have went with probably the Chargers or the Lions, it looks like.
I think I put it in already for the Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens are good. We already used them.
But I feel like Arizona's just due for a win. It's like just one of those weeks where the terrible team, like fucking Patriots, beat Buffalo.
I think the Chargers would be my favorite. Sunday night at home. Desperate for a win at 2-4. I can't see him losing to Bagnet or whatever his name is.
Bagoon. Yeah, I might switch it up. I didn't pick yet. I was thinking like Houston's a really good one, and like Houston's not a team that you might want to bet on.
At home I think it's got to be it.
You know what? I'm gonna go with you guys, so I can come in here and yell at you motherfuckers if I lose, because there's like no one left in this league. I know.
Khalil Mack goes plays the Bears at home.
Yeah.
If they scrape them, then I respect it.
Let me see this the pool stats real quick. I want to see how many people are left. Doesn't even say. I hate this website. Like $17,000. There's 123 out of 750 people left.
You're still in it?
Yeah.
That's sick. I think I'm gonna try next year. Never done one.
I'm going with the Chargers. Yeah. All right. Moving on from football. I wore the Future Championships jersey here to yeah.
What you think the Knicks are?
No, they're not going to win the championship. Okay. I think it'll be good though. I think they compete for the third seed. I don't think. I think Miami will probably get the third seed, but the Knicks are nice.
I wish Randall went to Miami.
I wish whoever drafted Randall ahead of me would die because I really wanted him in fantasy. But yeah, so let's go over some NBA. Big year. A lot of stuff happened. Damian Lillard with the combo that we've always wanted to see with Giannis. Always wanted to see like a Shaq Kobe kind of thing with him, and Drew and Middleton just were never that. Him and Lillard, I wish it was Lillard like 3 years ago, but Lillard's still nice.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's gonna set up. They gotta. Them in Boston, man. That's gonna be fucking crazy.
That's my. I don't see any.
No one in the East is close. Yeah.
Out of them two.
I hate going chalk, but it does seem that way. That those teams should steamroll. It's hard to count Miami out for sure.
The West is wild. I don't know what's gonna happen in the West.
It's the Wild Wild West.
As far as like counting Miami out, it is hard to, but realistically, Jimmy Butler doesn't become Michael Jordan for a series. They don't beat him last year.
And now even if he does, it's going to still be hard with Lillard there.
Yeah.
And Middleton's a year removed from his injury. I'm sure he's going to be a lot better this year.
The only weakness I see on the Bucks is their perimeter defense. But how do you fucking guard Giannis now? It was already impossible to guard Giannis before, but you could do you can close the paint, hope that his shooters miss or whatever. Lillard ain't missing.
Right.
Like, you can see Lopez going 0 for 6, or, like, Middleton now going 0 for 6 from 3, and you just do what you always have done to be honest. You can't do that anymore. Mm-hmm. There's no way to defend this man. Like, he might average fucking 18 rebounds a game. Like, what are you going to do? You can't do what you have done always. You have to draw up an entire new game plan for Giannis now. He might win a third MVP. I don't know.
About the crush.
But on the other side, Boston. They lose Marcus Smart. They're like, oh, now you have no perimeter D, you have no point guard, and they just go and get Drew Holiday.
Yeah, and got Porzingis, so.
Added Porzingis, nuts.
The cap doesn't exist or what? They just gave Jaylen Brown the biggest contract in NBA history.
NBA got that bread, you heard?
They already extended Tatum, right?
Yeah.
Drew's getting paid a decent amount. Kristaps is getting paid Where the fuck's this money coming from?
All their other players, though, probably aren't getting much.
Yeah, it's true. They got, like, Pritchard as a second-round pick.
Yeah, you always see somebody on Boston, you really didn't even know their name. They're just eating off the bench.
So they lost Brogdon. They lost Robert Williams. I think Robert Williams is the big loss, but it doesn't matter. Now you can play Horford 15 minutes a game until the playoffs, and he'll be fresh. Who else they lost? Brogdon, Smart, Williams. Grant Williams. He went to Dallas.
Brogdon's in Portland now?
Brogdon, was part of the trade for Drew, right?
I don't know. I don't know where Brogdon is.
It was a three-team trade, so he might have went somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
He might be there though. I don't know.
How much though they were probably the best two teams last year before Miami went on their run, and how much they've improved. I think it's just gonna be 1 and 2, and then everyone's fighting for 3. I'd probably say Miami has 3. I'm gonna say the Knicks grab 4 again, and then whatever. West though, that's gonna be
The West is tough.
the Suns get fucking Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, still have Booker.
Bradley Bill's out already.
He's out already.
He's not playing tonight.
Nope.
No. They got who'd they get? Nurkic.
Got Nurkic. They got
Grayson Allen. Yeah, I definitely like Phoenix.
I think they have 7 or 8 guys who are legit dudes, which that was when they first got KD and Beal. I was like, well,
They got Bobo. They don't even plan on using him. He's the 3rd string.
Yeah, I was like, there's no one. They don't have anyone else, and they did. They made some good signings, made some good trades to fill out the role players. I just don't. Does KD have a full season in him? If he does, I think they're the favorites.
At this point, he probably won't even need it. They didn't,
Yeah, probably play 40 games and then be in the playoffs.
I think I like the Lakers.
They got Christian Wood.
They got Christian Wood. Austin Reeves is going to be just really good.
Vanderbilt will probably get more play now since he proved
He's
himself
hurt
in the
tonight for
playoffs.
you.
He's not playing?
Mm-mm.
All right, well, thanks
Golden
for
State got
telling
some
me that.
young heads, though.
Why didn't fucking ESPN tell me that?
AD and LeBron. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to roll with the Lakers. I hate doing
They got
that.
Cam Reddish.
Yeah, they got Reddish. They got Gabe Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
They made a lot of nice moves to fill out the roster.
They're not playing around this year.
And I might be bugging, but I think Austin Reeves is that dude.
I
They
think
got
he's
Gabe
that dude.
Vincent?
Why
Yeah.
would you draft him in again?
Like the 5th or 4th.
Yeah, I think he's that dude.
We'll have to see. LeBron's already like trying to let other people take over as much as they, as he can chill. So we'll see.
So what you're saying, Lakers for the Western Conference?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Lakers versus the winner of the Bucks and Celtics.
Who you got on your team, Josh?
Who are you picking?
I'll take the Celtics.
Yeah, I think the Celtics are more deep, but fuck, man, Lillard can
They
hit
know how to
clutch
defend
shots.
Giannis, and then Drew is probably the best that can defend Lillard.
That's true, but
So
I don't
we'll
think
see.
they can defend.
Yeah, I mean they
Giannis.
might not be able to, but you still got to defend Tatum and Brown and Porzingis as well. So it'll be a battle.
Yeah, they have no. Who plays defense on that team?
On who, Boston?
Yeah, no.
On Milwaukee? Yeah, nobody.
I mean, they have rim protectors, but they don't have any perimeter defenders.
Yeah, they have rim protectors, and that's not Boston's game. So
Yeah.
I kind of like the way Boston matches up with them
Same.
as much as you can match up with a team like that.
I think I'm gonna take Boston and Phoenix if Phoenix is healthy. If not, I think Denver's still.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Lakers will beat Denver in the Western Finals, and Boston will beat Milwaukee, and then we'll have the classic Lakers Boston with LeBron winning one more.
I don't see that.
Austin Reeves Finals MVP.
Want me to get Trae Young?
No.
De'Aaron Fox
Seven
MVP.
Take my trade then.
Can will be top and comeback player of the year.
Can't be comeback player of the year. You
Most
played
improved
last year.
player, I'm sorry.
There you go. I'm gonna go with Boston. I do like the way they match up as well. But I can see.
I mean, if Milwaukee crushes everybody, I'm not gonna be like, oh wow.
Giannis can have 55 points because you got Horford's another year older, and Porzingis is a good defender, but he's gonna get fucking bodied by Giannis.
Oh yeah, he won't be on them.
Yeah. Who the fuck is though? They lost Robert Williams.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm gonna go Boston. Boston and Denver's a really good team, man.
You think Joker and Murray are gonna play with that same passion again?
Yeah.
That always scares me when a team wins. Like, do they come back?
But that's not Joker's game. Joker's not some rah dude. He just goes out there and
That
eats.
is true. That's very true.
He
Joker
didn't-
just plays
Regular
basketball.
bucket,
Yeah.
passing
He
the
didn't
ball.
care
That's
last
true.
year. So
Yeah, he's just a regular. He just does.
He couldn't
regular
wait to like go bet horses and shit. Yeah, that is true.
I would love the Nuggets and the Bucks. I would love that. Top 2 players in the world against each other. But I'm gonna say Nuggets and Celtics.
What are you looking at for it?
Who do you think's gonna?
Give me Dame and the boys. Give me the Bucks. Give me Phoenix won't stay healthy enough.
That's my problem. Like, I want to pick them because they're so good, but
They're just loaded, but they
Yeah.
won't stay healthy
I
enough.
don't think so either.
they'll have stretches of the year where like we'll probably be out here saying how good they are.
And they don't have a point guard. Like they don't have anyone to bring that all together.
Yeah, I don't know if that worries me just as much as the
They see
the health does.
the issue. What makes them dangerous is if KD can play, The dude can literally play point guard.
Yeah, him and Booker are both really good
When they were
passers.
doing that last year in the playoffs, it looked scary. This dude bringing up the ball, pulling up from wherever he wants, dishing, making plays. When KD gets that mindset of getting the whole team going, it looks scary. But give me Lakers. I'm also big on the guys in LA. So the Lakers and
I thought they
Clippers.
made a lot of good moves.
I'm big on the Clippers. Too.
Yeah, I like the Clippers too. My boy Westbrook with Kawhi and PG.
I'm just worried. Will they be
Huh?
healthy?
You can do all that. They'd sweep the Knicks in a series.
If they were healthy,
They will be.
they won't be.
It's not even that they're not healthy. They want to do all this rest bullshit. You're not allowed to do that no more. The NBA's doing them a favor now. They missed out on so many games and ended up being like a 4 seed, have to face Phoenix. Then Kawhi and George got hurt. Westbrook still was fucking with Phoenix.
They're probably gonna trade for Harden. It's just gonna be like old dude fucking retirement home.
Whoever gets Harden,
They're gonna win the Drew League. It's
like Harden is just that piece where, like, he's at that point in his career where he's not the guy where you don't need him to be. But if you have him on your team, it's
I can see him going to Phoenix.
But I mean, he's there with that's what he's doing.
No.
right now.
I'm talking about a huge piece of one of these teams. Like, not any team that gets Harden. Harden go anywhere and be a star and do whatever he does. I'm talking about if he goes to, like,
If he went to Phoenix,
then I would just pick Phoenix.
How's he gonna? They can't have money. They can't trade for him.
He probably ain't worth much anymore.
He there. You have to pay him this year. He's looking for the extension. He's making like 30-something million this year, I believe. Yeah.
Let's have a Coke and a smile. Come get a championship.
All right, peace.
Yeah, nothing. We'll get into basketball more as we go. Do we want to do MVP picks and shit or no?
Next week is good.
Said I want to see everyone. I want to
Fox
see everyone
MVP,
play.
top and most improved player. Jaden Ivey, 6th man of the year.
So
Mark
come,
it down,
so come
mark
get
it down
Fox
now.
then.
Yeah. Jaden Ivey, 6th man of the year.
You think so?
If he comes off the bench, like the one site has him coming off the bench, then he will.
Mathurin is not playing this year. He's better.
Hell no.
My MVPs are Lillard and Greek.
They share.
He's
They're
gonna
gonna
give it to
probably
him.
like share it or something
Co-MVP.
stupid, something crazy.
All right, thank you guys for listening. More NBA is coming on. I mean, tonight's game's gonna be fun. Tomorrow will be a full slate. Thanks for listening. We'll get into more NBA next week. NFL continues.
I'm gonna whoop Duke's ass. I'll let y'all know.
Yeah, you're about to get smacked. That's all right. Thank you guys for listening. Trapper Sports everywhere.
Peace.
Peace.